So, thank you to all of you sitting over here. And even today, sitting here in this place, I am feeling quite fortunate because being a part of the tradition where even I have left my home in very early age, but somehow being the part of this community right now, I can feel so many parents are sitting here for me. So thank you. That's what called the love of God. Once you leave one, you receive a lot. So I'm receiving a lot. So I request you all to just close your eyes for 2 minutes and bring yourself in. Slowly become aware of your body. Bring yourself in and witness the breath coming and going. And feel the absolute self within you. Very much settled. And then slowly you can bring yourself out and you can open your eyes with sweet smile on face. So today I am going to talk about one of the great mystic saint, Kabir. And it is very important to understand who was Kabir. So when we start understanding Kabir, so Kabir Saheb himself defined what is meaning of Kabir. And he said, there's one Sakhi, which people call Doha, but in tradition we call it Sakhi. So in Kabir Sakhis, there's a definition, what is the meaning of Kabir. कब का केवल नाम है, बब्बा बीर शरीर, रर्रा सब में रम रहा, ताका नाम कबीर. So there are three words, Ka, Ba and Ra, which makes Kabir. So Ka stands for name, which is given by our family. Like my name Umesh, somebody's name Ram, Krishna, anything. So the first word Ka stands for the name, which is given by the people. And the second word is Ba, which means this biological body, which is because of our parents. And then the last word, which is Ra. Ra is that absolute self which is same everywhere. So Kabir Saheb is saying, actually everybody is Kabir. So whosoever is sitting or whosoever is talking, both are Kabir. So today, here at the place, I do my pranam to every Kabir. You all are Kabir for me. Because Kabir said, कौन कहन को कौन सुनन को दूजा कौन जनारे. Means who is saying and who is listening, both are one. But it is not just understanding. Because when that understanding comes, their logics come. So there can be logics. There can be questions also. But when Kabir Saheb is saying, kaun kahan ko, kaun sunan ko, means he is in that state from where he can claim that everywhere, wherever he is saying, there is Kabir. There is that absolute self. That is their consciousness. That is their Ram or Krishna or Ram or Rahim. He is not differentiating anything, like he is not trying to create any differences among anything. Sometimes we say that Kabir was Nirgun, then Kabir was Sagun. Kabir was from Muslim community, Kabir was from Hindu community. I say, what I have understood in my 30-year journey, especially 20 years living in Kabir Mutt, where Kabir Saheb spent his whole life of 120 years in Kashi, Banaras. What I understood about Kabir, when Kabir Saheb starts speaking, when Kabir Saheb starts explaining anything, that Kabir, this body is not explaining anything. That Kabir, which is everywhere same, that Advait is explaining everything. That's why there cannot be the Muslim or Hindu. There cannot be the male and female body. There cannot be the animal or the human. There is only one, that is that absolute self, that is their consciousness. So for that absolute self, we can give different names. And that name is going to help us. That's why sometimes we call Krishna, sometimes we call Ram, sometimes we call Kabir, sometimes we call Jesus, anything. That's for ourself. But in real form, from where Kabir, Dadu, Darya, Meera, or many more saints are speaking, for them, there is only one, and that is that absolute self, and he can see that absolute self everywhere. And then, exactly, we are a human being, and our mind has been developed in certain ways. So we question a lot. So, little bit of brief introduction of Kabir, and then we dive with the satsang. So as I said, I come from the house of Kabir. So there is a tradition which is called the Guru Sishya tradition. And some people call it Kabir Panthi tradition. So Kabir Panthi means a people who are following the path of Kabir. And when it comes to my understanding, I call whosoever believe in love, truth, non-violence, they all are Kabir Panthis. Because Kabir has not defined that sect or tradition. And even if we start understanding the same thing, that's happened with every traditions. The Guru, the first who has given all the masses, they had not defined any sect or they were not sectarian. Later we the people defined everything, and then we start departing, we start differentiating. So I believe what Kabir wanted to say, that he wanted to give the message of love. And love has no religion. Where there is a love never asks for religion, from which religion you belong to. That's why few people came and they said Kabir was iconoclast. I feel no, Kabir was not iconoclast. Some people will come and they will say, oh, Kabir is speaking against the temple. Kabir was never speaking against the temple. Few people will come and they will say, oh, he was in the weaver family, which is Muslim, but he was speaking against the mosque, the masjid. No, Kabir was not speaking against anybody. Kabir was just saying the truth. You might have heard, Moko kaha dhoodhe re bande, main to tere paas. That's the ultimate path, that's the ultimate goal about which Kabir talks about. So, story goes like that. The first question, what I was thinking to explain, that the first question which comes in our mind, who was Kabir? So I said Kabir was not Hindu and Kabir was not a Muslim. He was a human being. But, you know this story, when he was newly born child, somebody, nobody knows that who was that man or woman who left Kabir besides the pond. And that pond was, the pond name was Lahardara, which is in Varanasi, which is in Kashi. Now, logically we can think, like if you got a newly born child, can you define that he is Hindu or Muslim? Nobody can define. Fortunately, Niru and Nima, who were the weaver, who were the Muslim, they were coming through that way and they saw the newly born child. And they decided to took Kabir from there, and then they brought Kabir at their home and they started looking after the Kabir. Now, a child about whom nobody knows who was he is just in the family of Muslim, and they were weaver. Later, if you go through the stories, there are stories where Kabir denied or something happened. Because of that, even Niru and Nima were not able to follow the Muslims' custom, like circumcisions or certain things which has happened. And somehow, even they were not knowing that he is a Muslim. That's why even they were liberal. And Kabir never gone through those rituals, those customs in Muslim family. And you see, when Kabir was little young, he decided to have a guru. And who was that guru? That guru was the Hindu, Ramanandji. You might have heard that Ramanand was very liberal. Because in Ramanandi traditions, you will find that he had invited every person who is a human being. he was not saying no for anybody. For him, anybody can become the disciple of Ramanand, doesn't matter is a Muslim, Hindu, Shudra or Kshatriya or Brahmin. But still you might have seen that sometimes these masters don't have any problem, but disciples or followers have a lot of problems. Masters are so loving, but disciples started creating boundaries. So, when Kabir decided that he wanted Ramanand to be his guru, one day he approached to the ashram of Ramanand, which is in Varanasi right now, in Kashi right now. And that same thing happened. The disciple of Ramanand said, no, you cannot choose your master. Why? Because you are a weaver. You don't have right to be the part of this ashram. But Kabir was Kabir. He thought, okay, I don't care about you. I'll find my own way. And he inquired everything about Ramanand. And he come to know that every day early in the morning, 4 o'clock, Ramanandji used to go to take bath in Ganges, in Ganga river. And he inquired and he said, okay, I'll meet Ramanand over there. And he just went and lied down on the stairs. When Ramanandji was coming, he just put his feet on his back and Kabir shouted. And he said, Bachcha Ram Ram kaho. Oh my dear child, say Ram. And that was the initiation for Kabir. Kabir came back to home, he just put a rosary around his neck, he put a big tilak, because that was the Ramanand tradition. And he started meditating. Then what happened? His mother came and then she said, what are you doing? You are a Muslim. How can you follow these rituals, which is the Hindu rituals? And Kabir said, that mantra, that initiation given by the Hindu guru. And because that is the path of my guru, that's why I am following it. And she got furious, very angry. She said, okay, I'll go and meet to Ramanandji. She went and she met to Ramanandji and she explained everything that Kabir is claiming that you are his master. How can you do it? He's a Muslim. And Ramanandji, he said, when I have given him initiation, just call Kabir. And then he sent a disciple, he came to call Kabir and Kabir was meditating. When the disciple came and said, Ramanandji is calling you, he just ran from there and he reached to Ramanandji. And then Ramanandji asked a question, what are you doing? When I have initiated you, I haven't initiated you, how can you claim this? And Kabir, so clever. He said, he just told all the stories and he told that even you said early in the morning that Bachcha Ram Ram kaho. My dear child, say Ram. So you tell me what I know about if the word uttered by the Guru that has become mantra. And though I have accepted your Guru, so the word Ram Ram came from your mouth, that was mantra for me. And my dear Guruji, can you tell me, do you give some other mantra in the ear of your disciples? And he was like, no word, because he was giving the mantra Ram to everybody. And then he asked a question, does it make any difference when you are saying the same mantra coming close to the ear of person, or you are just uttering aloud? Does it make any difference? And Ramanandji said, okay, you are my true disciple. And this way Kabir became the disciple of Ramanandji. So now you think, who was Kabir? Kabir was Muslim or Hindu? Nobody knows about it. And then later, as Kabir was, because in bhakti traditions, there are nirgun bhakti and sagun bhakti. Some people believe in sagun, which is form, any form. In temples there can be the different statues. And then the other thing which is formless, that is called nirgun. And Kabir was just on the path of nirgun parampara. Though he had given many logics. And even, again, according to my understanding, according to knowing the different traditions, I come to know that even the ultimate goal is to reach to that nirguna. The real bhakti is when it even becomes the formless. The statue of Krishna or Ram or any deity is in front of you, but when it becomes formless, that's the journey for top of the spirituality or top of the devotion or bhakti. And Kabir was following that path. So this Sagun and Nirgun both are intervened together. You cannot separate it. And again you see, it's our mind. We started creating these differences. They will say, no, this is the Nirgun and this is the Sagun. But a masters like Kabir cannot create that differences because they know the reality. That's why it has been said, wherever you see only, wherever you say, everywhere I am. We say na, ghat ghat mein Ram hai. In every sense there is a Ram. Kabir said, ghat ghat mein panchi dolta. He called panchi to Ram. Said, wherever you see, there is that panchi, that sahab. So when it comes to the Kabir, whenever Kabir had to define, he will say the sahab. For the God, for that absolute self, he has given the word sahab. That's why he said, sahab mera ek hai, दूजा कहाँ नजर है, दूजा साहब जो कहूँ, साहब खड़ा रसाए. So he said, he is one. We cannot say two. If we say two, start getting angry. You see how Kabir is actually devoted his life for that truth and how he is playing with the truth. He's inviting that truth inside and he's playing with it. He's saying, he get angry with me. So we cannot say two. He's Advait. Again, he is everywhere. Ghat ghat mein panchi dolta. Kabir said, आप ही माली आप बगीचा आप ही बैठा तोलता. Sorry. आप ही माली आप बगीचा आप ही कलियां तोड़ता. So saying, you are the garden, you are the gardener, you are the one who's plucking the flower. You see the triad. That whole Shaivism come through the triad. How Kabir was different from anybody? Then he said, हर जन में तो आप बिराजे, जड़ चेतन में डोलता. Wherever I see, wherever I see, it's a dead or alive, everywhere only you. I can see, you means that Sahib. That was the Kabir. And he wanted to bring love for us. He has illustrated such a beautiful path for every person to follow and to become Kabir. And again, when I'm saying Kabir, I'm not talking about the Kabir who was in Banaras, who was in Kashi, no. Kabir Saheb is inviting to become Kabir, exactly you are the Kabir. So he's inviting to be Kabir means he's inviting to be who you are. He has scattered all the boundaries, all the boundaries. Kabir cannot discriminate on the basis of body. He will not say that she is a female, he is a male. And exactly when we reach to that level, we can identify ourselves in that way only, and we become Kabir. So Kabir has scattered all the boundaries. He said, Bhala hua meri mala tooti, Ram bhajan se choti. We all have a rosary, a mala. We chant every day Ram, 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 Ram. And Kabir says, it's really nice. My mala, my rosary has broken. Why? Because now even I'm that much free that I don't have to chant the name. And then you see what he's saying. He's saying, Kabir man nirmal bhaya, jaise ganga neer, piche piche har fire kahat Kabir Kabir. Now I have broken my rosary, my mala. I need not to chant his name. Now he will come behind me and he will chant my name. That's what the bhakti, when you become one. Is saying, he had to come because I have scattered the boundaries, I have broken the rosary. And somewhat what we do, we create more and more boundaries. And Kabir gives us freedom to become who you are. That's why he's saying, Ghat Ghat mein panchi dolta. And the wonderful thing is that actually Kabir invites everybody to celebrate Kabir. So let's celebrate. You all have to celebrate with me. I'm just going to sing some couplets of Kabir and you all are going to clap with me. You all are going to sing with me. Are you ready? Yes. Very good. So the same couplet I am going to sing, Bhala hua meri mala tooti. Is it audible? So you all can open your hand and clap in this rhythm. Wow. भला हुआ मेरी माला टूटी, माला टूटी रे मटकी टूटी, सर से कली बला रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। भला हुआ, भला हुआ, भला हुआ मेरी माला टूटी, माला टूटी रे माला टूटी, राम भजन से छूटी, सर से टली बला, सर से टली बला, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जगमुआ, पंडित भयान को, पंडित भयान को, ढाई आखर प्रेम का, पढ़े सुपंडित हो, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। भला हुआ, भला हुआ, भला हुआ। पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जगमुआ, पंडित भयान को, ढाई आखर प्रेम का, पढ़े सुपंडित को, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। बुरा जो देखन मैं चला, बुरा न लिया कोई, बुरा न लिया कोई, जो मन खोजा अपना, मुझसा बुरा न को, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। भला हुआ, भला हुआ, भला हुआ, मेरी माला टूटी, माला टूटी रे मटकी फूटी, पनिया भरल से टूटी, सर से टली बला, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा, रे कबीरा। So you see, how Kabir Saheb is saying, and sometimes he asks questions also. So what he said, oh my dear brother, oh my dear friends, or oh dear seekers, can you tell me why you are reading different books? What is utility of reading those different books, especially the holy books? Why are you reading it? And he's saying, even after reading those books, if you are unable to understand the meaning of true love, then what is use of reading those books? He's not denying, he's not saying no to read books. He's asking question. You are reading books, scriptures, but you are not behaving as it is written over there. That's why he's saying, and if you are unable to understand the meaning of love, then those books are futile, useless. And the day you will truly understand the meaning of love, then that same day you will have read all the scriptures. Isn't it the essence of all the scriptures? That love about which Kabir is talking about. He's not saying not to read book, but he's asking a question to the people who are claiming that they are scholars. He's asking question. And he's saying you just understand meaning of love, a true meaning of love. And he said, how can we do it? He said, Briksh kabahu nahi fal bhakhay, nadi na sanchay neer, parama rath ke karane sadhu na dhara sarir. He's saying, if you really want to learn what love is, you can learn to trees. He said, if you just throw a stone on the tree, it will give something. If it has leaf, it will give leaf. If there's a flower, you will find the flower. If there's a fruit, you will find fruit. He never care about that how it is being hurted by you. He said, you see the tree never deny anyone to give shadow. A thief can come and sit under the tree and he can have that shadow. A king can come and sit. A simple people can come and sit. An animal can come and sit. Tree is never going to discriminate. So he's saying if you really want to learn what love is, you can learn through trees. He's saying you can learn through rivers. It's flowing. A dog can come and drink water in river. A thief can come and drink the water in river. A sinner can come, a scholar can come and drink, a sadhu can come and drink. Water never deny that you are a thief, you cannot drink water. And when it happens, when there is a love. And when that kind of love is in us, then it becomes divine. And Kabir is talking about that love. And what we are doing? We are trying to buy love through gifts. Yeah, just before few days there was a Valentine Day. I'm not speaking against the Valentine Day, but I'm just thinking about it because, that love happened accidentally. I was just thinking one day, though I was playing with the words, but it was making sense. Nowadays the generation is proposing like, I've fallen in love with you. And when do you fall? You think about it, when do you fall? When you are not aware. And when you fall in, maybe you injured your different joints. So that's what's happening right now. And Kabir is talking about be love. Sort of that love which I can see here. Our parents, where there is understanding. They are understanding the love. And though Kabir is not talking about that love, he's saying be love. Like a tree, like a river, like a real sadhu. He had nothing. River has nothing except love. Trees, nothing have except love. So you will get only love. And when you are in that state, that is God. And now what we are doing? I used to talk about this incident, what happened with me. I was just going somewhere locally through auto rickshaw, and that man in auto rickshaw, he was playing a song, and song was like, मैं भी खरीदार हूँ, मैं भी खरीदूंगा, प्यार कहाँ बिकता है पता बताना यार. So he was saying, I am the buyer and I have a lot of money. Only tell me where is the market from where I can buy the love. And Kabir is saying, प्रेम न बाड़ी उपजे, प्रेम न हाट बिकाए, राजा परजा जहि रुचे, शीश दे ले जाए. You cannot grow love in field, in bodies, in ponds. Love never grows in ponds. Nobody can sell love in the market. And this Raja Parja, whosoever like it. Again, there is no conditioning that you belong to this, you belong to that. No. He's saying only one condition, that you have to chop your head. And chopping your head means what? Chopping your ego. Kabir was not interested to cut the throat. Because all the logics, he had spoken that sentence wrongly. He is not doing well. He belonged to there, he belonged to that. What kind of? Kabir is saying no. When you are ready to dissipate, when you are ready to destroy that your head, when you are ready to cut your throat, only then you can receive love. That's what Kabir is saying. And then another couplet, he's saying, कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में, मांगे सब की खैर, ना काहू से दोस्ती ना काहू से बैर. And then कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में, लिए लुकाठा हाथ, जो घर जा रे अपना चले हमारे साथ. He's standing in market and he's inviting people that, oh my dear brother, oh my dear friend, are you ready to burn down your house? Obviously, Kabir was not interested in this house which is made of bricks and cements. This house which has a lot of ego of being scholar, ego of being something. Kabir said, if you are ready to burn down this house, only then you can get true love. Without it, it is impossible. And we are just living through ego. So there's one wonderful story, actually, that story is related to South also. So in Kabir tradition, actually, there was a great scholar whose name was Pandit Sarvanand, and he belonged to somewhere in South. And in medieval time, he was a great scholar. And because in medieval period, there was a kind of tradition, if you're a scholar, you need to go for a spiritual debate. So you have to defeat people. So even he was doing the same. He was defeating people, and after defeating people, he used to take all the books from him. Because if you are being defeated by scholars, now you don't have right to keep those books with you. So after defeating so many people, one day he reached to his mother. And he said, oh my dear mother, everybody is calling me victor because I have defeated all the scholars. Only you, my mother, is not calling me victor. Still you call me the Sarvanand. So you call me the victor. I'm your son, you should be proud of me that I have defeated all the scholars. And his mother was the great Jnani. She was the Brahma Jnani. She realized, oh my dear son, now you are becoming egoist. So she said, okay, if you want me to call you victor, you just go to Kashi. Kashi is a city of the scholars. He said, I went many times over there and I defeated all the people over there who were just known for the great wisdom. He said, no. You just go and find Kabir. And he said, who is that Kabir? I don't know any Kabir. He said, no, you go and find Kabir, and the day you will going to defeat Kabir, this is story. I'm just narrating a story which we are like hearing that story from our childhood. The message is very important. So he said, just go and find. And when you defeat Kabir, only then I'll call you victor. You know how ego is playing the game. Everybody is accepting that you are a great scholar, you have defeated everybody, but one, only mother, is not accepting. And you see, what is the class of ego? Just to prove this to his mother, that she can call me the victor, I have to go again Kasi, and I have to find that person and I have to defeat, so that my mother can call me the victor. You know, when scholars become egoist, it's very dangerous. That's it's been said that the Gyan and Bhakti both are important. If you are Gyani, you will not get liberation. So the blend of both is needed. And then Pandit Sarvanand reached to the Kashi and he just inquired where is Kabir. And he reasoned that time the disciple of Kabir, Kamali, was just fetching water from well and he was thirsty. He just went and said, if you can give me water. And then she given water, and after quenching his thirst, he asked, where is the house of Kabir? And Kamali was also Brahma Gyani. So she said, Kabir ka ghar shikhar par, jahan silhili gail, pavan tike pipilika, tah khalkan lade bail. He said the house of Kabir is situated on the top of spirituality. And the streets are very narrow and slippery. And how much narrow? That an ant cannot go. You see how tiny the ant is. He said even ant cannot go. How will you go with this 18 bullocks? He has bullock carts. 18 bullocks cart with him and is putting all the books on bullocks. And he was not debating like that, he's sitting debating. He will show you that what I am saying, it is written in this scripture, you see, with proof. He reached to Kabir, and then Kabir was knowing he's a Pandit Sarvanand. Then when he reached, he said, Kabir, I am here to debate with you. And Kabir said, what kind of debate you are talking about? He said, my mother sent me and I need to debate with you. Well, it's impossible. He said, why? Kabir said, तू कहता कागद की लेखी, मैं कहता आँखन की देखी. You talks about book and I talks about experience. तोरा मोरा मनवा कैसे एक होई रे. How can we go together? Impossible. Because whatever I am talking, it's experience. And whatever you are talking about scriptures, about book. Again, Kabir is not against the scriptures or book. But he is telling that this is like all the scriptures. I feel, sorry to say, but I feel if it is not in our experience, it's useless. These are just words. It should be in our experience. When Adi Sankara was saying it, it was in his experience. So Kabir said, it is impossible. I cannot debate with you. And he said, okay, don't do it, but accept defeat. He said, okay, I am defeated. He said, no, I am not going to accept like that. I need proof, evidence. He said, okay, what kind of evidence? Just you write, I'll make a sign. And he wrote that Pandit Sarvanand is defeated by Kabir. He wrote, though he was thinking that he is writing, Pandit Sarvanand defeated Kabir, but what he wrote, that Kabir defeated Sarvanand, and he just close and just bring that to mother. When he opened, what was there? That Pandit Sarvanand is defeated by Kabir. When he opened, what is that? How it got changed? You see, when the true knowledge comes, when you can be on the right path. So he wanted to write that Pandit Sarvanand defeated Kabir, but he wrote Kabir defeated Pandit Sarvanand, and his mother was laughing. again, ego is very important thing actually. You know, when you become egoist, he said, no, I have committed mistakes, I'll go again. And his story says that he came 18 times and every time something happened. But the important thing, every time when he was going over there, he was discussing something with Kabir. And he was a scholar. Nobody can deny he was a scholar. And every time he was just getting some gist what Kabir was trying to tell. And it is this story that after 18 times, he said, Kabir, I want to live with you. And then the stories like that, he started living with Kabir. And whatever Kabir was saying, he was drafting it. And he became the disciple of Kabir. So if you read the main book of Kabir, that is called Bijak. In Bijak, there is a name of Pandit Sarvanand. But Kabir had changed his name and Kabir given his name Surati Gopal. Surati means, when you are with yourself, that state, when you know yourself, that is state of Surati. So he given the name. Again, why I was telling this story? I don't know this story is true or false. This is story. But the message is that you see how this ego is playing role. Sometimes that ego is in subtlest form. Recently, I'm just telling my own experience. I was talking in university and suddenly somebody started explaining about ego, and he said ego always comes for reference. When we start identifying ourselves with something, and that very day I realized, it's my own experience, that sometime when I used to introduce myself, I belong to the house of Kabir. Simple introduction, I belong to the house of Kabir. And when I say I belong to the house of Kabir, I feel little raise in me. Now I'm talking about my experience. And that very day I realized that even there was ego in me, which was playing the subtle role when I was trying to identify myself so that I become important for people, that I belong to the house of Kabir. And Kabir said, you have to be very aware and attentive about every action. And that very day I become aware of this introduction. And I feel, because I will introduce myself because I belong to, but only I have to be aware that something is just raising his head or not. So you see how subtlest things are there. That's what Kabir said. And then finally, when we are come out of those things, then Kabir declared, Moko kahan dhoodhe re bande, main to tere paas. Shall we sing this? Are you ready? So I'm not singer, I'm sadhak. So please don't put me in any category like I'm singing good or bad. Because I'm a sadhak and this is part of my sadhana that I can sing little bit of. That's why I take support of you all, because I feel you all are the sadhak. कस्तूरी कुंडल बसे मृग ढूंढे बन माही ऐसे घट घट राम हैं नाही, दुनिया जानत नाही। मोको कहाँ, मोको कहाँ, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ, मोको कहाँ, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मोको कहाँ, ना मंदिर में ना मस्जिद में, ना मंदिर में ना मस्जिद में, ना एकांत निवास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मोको कहाँ, ना तीरथ में ना मूरत में, ना तीरथ में ना मूरत में, ना एकांत निवास में, हे मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, ना मैं जप में ना मैं तप में, ना मैं जप में ना मैं तप में, ना मैं जप में ना मैं तप में, ना मैं व्रत उपास में, ना मैं कोनो क्रियाक्रम में, ना मैं कोनो क्रियाक्रम में, ना ही योग संन्यास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास ब्रह्मांड आकाश में, नाम भृकुटी भंवर गुफा में, नाम भृकुटी भंवर गुफा में, मैं तो हूँ हर श्वास में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में, मोको कहाँ। कहे कबीर सुनो भाई सारो, कहे कबीर सुनो भाई सारो, मैं तो हूँ हर सांस में, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में।
Couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Shall I take couple of minutes now?
yeah, please.
It's a token of our appreciation. Mr. Radhakrishnan is also.
Okay, shall I come there?
No, you stand there. You stand there.
Yeah.
He is standing that side.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. You want to take this mic?
Hello. What's anatomy?
Such a environment.
Enlightenment talk. I hope now we know the way how to get true love. And to give us such an opportunity to bring you here, Parvati Sudhakar is the instrumental, and some of our residents have joined together here and did this evening memorable.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, I should thank to you all. As I said, when I entered in this premises, I feel that so many parents are here. So again, my pranam to all the parents and for your love. Yeah, if I remember how I'm here, so obviously Parvati's is here. Because of her, actually, it was very sweet and small meet in Banaras actually. She came to ashram visit and we had little words together, but somehow our vibrations match. And from that time, sometime on WhatsApp, very few time on call. And suddenly when I said I'm coming in Bangalore and I'm staying few days, and she said, then you come. And thank you to you, really thank you again I'm saying. Though I'm the part of that Guru traditions where I lost my mother, but still now I am receiving so many mothers and so many fathers. Thank you again. And sure, I would love to come here again and again for this love. So should be thanks for today. Or yeah, we can conclude it if anybody want to ask anything. If you have it.
Continue some more. Very less.
Okay. Okay. So just
Excuse me.
yeah.
The song you sang, no, we didn't understand the meaning.
Yeah, I'm going to explain. I'm explaining this last song. The first one I sang, I told you that there was some couplets, but this one, so in this couplet, Kabir is talking about, and he's saying, "Moko kahan dhoondhe re bande, main to tere paas mein." So who is that man? Yeah. So basically, we can think like that because we are searching God in different places. We go in temple, we go in mosque, in churches, in Gurudwara. And Kabir is saying, I'm in you. I am not there. But actually, we need to understand this term. Sometimes few people start explaining that Kabir again is speaking against temple and mosque. He's not. He's just telling that try to recognize that consciousness which is within you. And afterward you will find that he is inside you. He's not denying. He's not saying don't go in temple and mosque and church in different places. But he's saying you recognize yourself. He's saying some people go for great practices, the Hatha Yoga. You know, some people take the breath like they will not eat for so many days. So a different people like just turn the rosary and chant the name, but they are not there. It's become mechanical. And that's what Kabir is saying, I am not there, I am in you. And then the different people, like so many people believes in different kind of rituals. And after some time that rituals become taboo. Kabir is saying, I am also not there, I am in you. And then the last sentence, what he said, Khoji hot turat mil jaun. That's the beauty of Kabir. Only one condition, true seeker. Are you the true seeker? If you are true seeker, you need not to go anywhere. I am here right now. But that subtle and very important thing, are you true seeker? If you are true seeker, then only you can see me everywhere. I am there in each breath of the breath. You know, there is a one, with this I am just going to conclude. Kabir said, Sadhu sahaj samadhi bhali hai. Jah jah jaun soi parikarma, jo jo karun so puja. Jab soun tab karun dandavat, bhav na laun tuja. You see, Kabir is saying, jah jah jaun soi parikarma. When we go in temple, we take a sacred round of temple. Kabir Saheb is saying, actually, wherever I am going, I am taking the sacred round. Wherever. Jo jo karun so puja. Whatever I am doing, eating, dancing, talking, everything is puja. Jab soun tab karun dandavat. We go in temple and we just like prostrate in front of the idols. Whenever I am sleeping, I am doing that. But it doesn't make complete. The last word you listen, bhav na laun duja. This is very important. This should go away from us that we are two. So when you are in that state where you are one with that divinity, then your everything become puja. Then every karma become puja. That's what Kabir Saheb is telling. So it is very important, and that's the bhav which is called Advait. I am that, and that I am. And somehow, because I belong to the certain traditions where I practiced a lot of different things, I come to know that actually those all practices is only to realize or to make you the true seeker. The day you become true seeker, you need not to do anything. The whole activities, the actions is just for making you the true seekers. So I pray you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Umesh, please keep informing through Bharati or through anyone of us. Whenever you are coming to Bangalore, we love to have you once more. And for all of you, yes, Umesh will definitely be with us again.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye.